Hello everybody, my name is Nigel and you have found Alchemy. Welcome to your quickie readings for the time frame of the 23rd of February to the 29th of February. When I say week, that's what I'm referring to. I'm going to shift into warp speed for each sign. Timestamps will be down in the comment section. I will, you might as well just sit and watch. The quickie readings are quick and the shuffling is pretty quick as well. Either way, I will see you all on the other side. Aries, welcome to your quickie reading. As I said in the intro, this is going to cover a short period of time with a microscope, so whatever energy you see here on the table is going to pass quickly. For a broader scope, please refer to your monthly or your yearly. With all that said, let's get started. You have pulled high frequency more frequently, and you also pulled the crown, which speaks of your leadership qualities. We all know Aries has a lot of leadership qualities, and I think that Spirit is trying to tell you to bring them out more. You might need them a little bit more this week. You might also need to change your frequency, at least from what I can see from these cards. We'll clarify everything to get a better look at everything, but you do have the Five of Wands here, and the Five of Wands, usually speaks of, argument, competitiveness, back and forth with someone. You do have the Moon card here, so regardless of what you may think, Aries, you may not know everything there is to know about the situation that you're fighting in. You do have the Eight of Cups, and this is you wanting to walk away from a bunch of stuff that you have put a lot into. And here you have the card of being trapped here with the Eight of Swords. If you notice, she's trapped in bed, but she's looking up at what the potential is, and what the potential is happiness, right? So it looks like you might have a tough week. And from what I can see with these cards, you might be feeling rather negative, and we have all had weeks like that where we feel negative. And when I say week, please remember the 23rd through the 29th. So it's no wonder that Spirit is telling you to put your crown on here and exert more of your leadership qualities, and also to raise your frequency a little bit here. Aries, you need to raise your frequency to face this. I think if you do that, you'll be in a much better space. You might be going through something interesting because you do have the rings of Saturn here, and Saturn is a taskmaster. When Saturn's in control of anything, it can be a tough ride. You do have the picture frame here, and it says reflect on all that you have overcome. You are brave, you are resilient, you are worthy of everything that the good life has to offer. I would say so. Basically reflect on the good stuff is what it's basically telling you. Let's clarify some of this stuff. Show me the Five of Wands for Aries, please. Show me the Five of Wands for Aries. Okay, you have the Three of Cups, and you have the Eight of Swords. You have the Eight of Swords twice, but see here it's in the reverse. It looks like you, at least at the beginning of the week, you really do try to pull yourself out of this situation. I think someone's dragging you down here, Aries. It looks like whatever you're going through is in regards to someone else. You're really trying to pull yourself above all this. Show me the Moon. What does Aries not know? You have the Sun in reverse. Oof. Leo energy is on the table. The Sun is in reverse. What you don't know is that the Sun is in reverse. You might be going through something big, and it looks like, when I say big, it just looks like you're having a heavy week, and it looks like it really does have something to do with someone else here. Show me what the Sun in reverse is, please, for Aries. Show me what the Sun in reverse is. You have the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles in reverse. You're thinking of walking away from something. You're thinking something has no value. I think someone is showing themselves a side of them that you're confused about. This person is very low vibrational. Please let me know in the comments who this person is. A low vibrational person. The Eight of Cups, the Eight of Cups, the Eight of Cups for Aries. You have the Six of Cups, and it is coming in sideways. So you do have some fond memories with this person. You have like a nice past, but you're starting to weigh, what am I getting now? Is it worth, are the memories that I had with this person, are they worth what I'm getting now? It doesn't look like it to me. You have the Eight of Swords, and that is self-imposed. It is self-imposed, and this is the Two of Wands. This self-imposed prison that you're in, and you know, it sounds heavy, but it could just be a state of mind. You're doing it to yourself, even though someone else is sort of pushing you there. You have a choice. I think Spirit is telling you do have a choice. You can snap out of this. You can choose to vibe higher. And many times when we choose to vibe higher, when we go out of our way to condition our minds to vibrate higher, the people that vibrate lower just fall away anyway. There is someone in your energy here, Aries, trying to drag you down. I don't know if they're trying to, but they are dragging you down. And it could just be the way they vibrate. They vibrate in a very negative way. You do have the Page of Pentacles here at the bottom of the deck. So you, in the future, if you change your vibration, okay, if you change your vibration, you do have a new start here with something. But with the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, you have you can go either way, all right? And the choice is totally up to you. You can choose to pull away from this person energetically and vibrate differently and start something new here. Or this could be someone at work. This could be someone in your family. This could be a person that you're with. But you could also cut off your chances with the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, especially with the Eight of Swords there. You could cut off your chances of being independently happy, you know. You have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. It's time for temperance. The Ace of Pentacles in reverse, the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Your future is up to you. Your future can go either way. The cards are telling me that there are two distinct paths here, and it's up to you to choose one of them. And it's really important to get rid of this person. And if you can't fully get rid of this person, meaning, you know, you can't, it's your mother, right? And you know, your mother-in-law, your boss, you know, or a coworker that you have no choice, you report to work. If it's someone in your life that you can't get rid of, you could choose to vibrate differently and eliminate them from your energetic field so you could rise above it and block them that way. I don't know if I'm making sense, but you do have temperance here, and that's Sagittarian energy. But obviously more than that, it is the alchemist. It's someone who can take one thing and make it into another, right? You do have the Three of Swords. The situation might be painful for you. The truth is, the situation might be painful for someone else too. You have to pick yourself here. You really do have to choose yourself. You have Libra energy here with Justice, and Justice is telling me that you need more balance. And it could very well be that you need justice as well. Karma. Justice, your crown, your frequency. You need to balance something, especially with temperance and justice here. You do have the Knight of Wands, and you know, it's in reverse. So yeah, fire in reverse is not a good thing for an Aries. So it is obviously, with the Three of Wands in reverse, the Ace of Cups in reverse, the Four of Wands in reverse, or you can choose the Two of Cups. And so, love, listen, there is something going on here. There is somebody interfering with your energy. There is someone dragging you down. There is someone keeping you at a frequency of lack or of depression or of something negative, and it's drenching your life. And, you know, you could either bask in this, or you could turn around and just change your frequency and get rid of them. My God, please get rid of them. You have the Hermit, and this is what you don't see coming, and it's you coming out of a contemplative state. It's Virgo energy, but you know, it's coming out of a contemplative. You're waking up. It's time to wake up, right? You have the Chariot, which is forward movement right after that, which is great. And I love to see this, the Nine of Cups. It's the wish card. And you have the High Priestess, right? Piscean energy, but more than that, the High Priestess knows something. She knows what's going on, and she handles it correctly. And it's time for you to do the same thing. All these good things can happen to you, but it's very possible that you stay in this too. And especially for an Aries, it's not a good energy for you to be in. You much rather be having, you are much better off having forward motion, raising your frequency, shedding this person if you can out of your life, if you can, at least shedding their energy from you. My God, I feel terrible for you. I really wish there was more I could say, but really the work has to do with you. I'm going to cut this deck and see one more thing for Aries. For Aries, please. Shark. Take care, or there will be a loss of material wealth. And more than that, I think you know who this shark is. You know who I'm talking about. Get rid of them. You're in shark-infested waters. Big hugs, Aries. Taurus, this is your quickie reading. It's a microscope on a short period of time. The energy you see here on the table is going to pass very quickly. For a broader scope, please refer to your monthly or your yearly reading. Okay, this is going to cover the 23rd through the 29th. So when I say week, that's what I'm talking about. All that out of the way, let's get started. You do have in between Lifetime Lagoon. You might be in a time of in between here. You do have the black cat too, and the black cat, it warns us, not warns us, but it tells us to take more time for meditation, slow down your thoughts, focus. You may need more focus this week. You do have the Seven of Swords coming in sideways, so you might be tempted to do something dishonest this week. You might be tempted to do something dishonest. Perhaps you're losing patience with something. Are you losing patience with something here? Because you do have the Chariot in reverse, and the Chariot in reverse could, it's obvious it's being stalled, no forward motion. You also have the Hierophant in reverse, and the Hierophant is Taurian energy. It's Taurus in reverse. You have the Page of Cups in reverse, right? Perhaps you're waiting on a message from someone that doesn't come. Interesting, because you might be thinking about doing something dishonest. It doesn't have to be terrible here, Taurus. It just could be something, then there's no, it doesn't say that you shouldn't or you should. So we'll clarify this to see a little bit more here. But you're in a time of waiting for something, or not having the forward motion you'd like, I think. The Seven of Swords here, the Seven of Swords. You have the High Priestess, and the High Priestess also came in sideways, and the High Priestess is someone who knows. Obviously, you're not someone who knows this week. It's not in reverse, but there are things you don't know here. The High Priestess is Piscean energy. The Chariot, and the Chariot is Cancer energy. Show me the Chariot, please. You got the Chariot. You got the Wheel of Fortune coming in sideways. You are definitely not feeling... You're feeling a little stalled here. You're feeling stalled. Progress has ceased. Progress has stopped in some area of your life. You have the Hierophant here. Yeah, look, you even have the Page of Wands in reverse. There is something not moving fast enough. I mean, listen, If you feel like something's not moving fast enough, you're right. I don't feel like it's moving fast enough either. So you're not. The Page of Cups. Show me this Page of Cups here. Show me this Page of Cups. It's the Lovers sideways, Gemini energy. Yeah, there is some message or something. There is something that you're expecting from someone here. Either a message or a decision or something like that that you're not getting. And it just seems to be driving you a little bit crazy. Here at the bottom of the deck, you have the Seven of Wands in reverse. You are, see, this particular person is meditating and very, very introspective. And this is in reverse. And this card is telling you to be introspective. I think you really do need to be a little bit more introspective here. You do have the Five of Cups in reverse. Yeah, the Five of Cups in reverse along with the Six of Pentacles. So the Five of Cups in reverse, I mean, if you could look at the picture here, she is wasting her cup, pouring it into, you're tired of wasting time. You really want this Six of Pentacles energy where there's two hands together doing something together. You have the Seven of Swords in reverse. You know, Taurus, it's very, very possible that there is somebody out there attempting to do something dishonest with you, and you put a stop to it. You have the Five of Wands right after that, which is being very defensive and fighting a battle of sorts. And you have the Devil, which is Capricorn energy, but it's, you know, it is, if you look at this picture, he's offering his hand. He's very attractive. He's tempting, isn't he? But he's the Devil. And you have Death right after that. Scorpion energy. Death and rebirth. Yeah, this doesn't, whoever's reading this it doesn't look like a pleasant energy around you. At the bottom of this deck here, you have check yourself before you tech yourself. Yeah, check yourself before you tech yourself, before you text anybody, before you get on the computer, and you have to check yourself. You have to meditate and get centered and grounded so this temptation doesn't drive you crazy and make you do something that you don't want to do. You do also here have pink bow, and it says, you know, express more kindness. And I think that the person you need to express more kindness towards is you, Taurus. At the bottom of this deck, you do have strength. You're going to be showing, there is going to be a show of strength here on your part. And I would not want to get a Taurus angry, but it looks like you might be. You have the, you're very passionate about the situation, either this person you're passionate about or the situation you're passionate about. You have the King of Pentacles here, and that could obviously be you. The King of Pentacles traditionally is Taurus, but it could be any earth sign as well. This is someone who has it, you know, has it going on as far as abundance and being grounded in the earthly realm. You have the Queen of Swords, so the Queen of Swords could be somebody who you're dealing with, who is very black and white and sort of closed off. And you have the Two of Pentacles, which is somebody juggling two things. So it's very possible this person is juggling more than one person. And with the Five of Pentacles here, you are you make your decision not to be the one that's isolated and left out in the cold. You have the Four of Wands here, which you find your happiness here between the Six of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. But you really do have to make a decision, because I do think this Death card is means that the Spirit is trying to tell you to kill this situation and be reborn in a different one. You do have, I hate to keep going, but you have the Three of Cups. So you might very well be in a third-party situation that you're unaware of, and that may be why everything has stalled the way it has. Let's split the deck here and see. I grab this deck only because I used the last deck before. We're going to split these tea leaves for Taurus. You have mountain, major challenges to overcome. I would say so, Taurus. I don't think that your whole life is falling apart, but I do think that this situation might be. And I think you need to take the reins and become the strong Taurus that you are. And it's time to just let it go. I hope this helped. I'll see you next month, next week, or whatever. Namaste. And welcome to your quickie reading. This is going to cover February 23rd through the 29th. So when I say week, that's what I'm referring to. It's a microscope on a short period of time. So as ominous as some of this may sound, it's going to pass pretty quickly. For a broader scope, please refer to your monthly or your yearly reading. With that said, let's get started. You have, it's all a story, so make it a good one. It's all a story. You also have the house key, and I normally don't take these in reverse, but for some reason I was called to keep it in reverse. So somebody might be telling you a story. There might be some sort of lie here on the table, either coming from you or from someone else. Either way, where you live looks like it might be hang in the balance here. I'm getting the feeling someone's not being honest with you. And I'm also getting the feeling that this might affect where you call home, at least temporarily, right? You might take a break from one another, or you might take a break from your environment. It doesn't mean that you're leaving forever, Gemini. It just means it looks like something might happen here. We're going to clarify everything. So you do hear how you have the Five of Pentacles, and that is someone who may be feeling left out in the cold, abandoned. It does come in sideways. It's not upright, so it's a possibility. It's something that you may be able to change. You have the Empress also coming in sideways. You know, that's Aries energy here. You may be dealing with an Aries at the very least. You may be dealing with someone who isn't being honest with you, and you're having issues, to say the least. You have the Seven of Cups, and this normally I would say is a card of choices, but I think it's a card of sort of illusion. Someone's weaving something here for you. Yeah, somebody's weaving something here for you. With the Four of Pentacles coming in sideways, that is like Four of Pentacles is usually someone holding on very tightly to something, and you might be loosening your grip of something that you held on to very, very tightly. Before we get to the bottom of any deck, I'm going to clarify some of this. Show me the Five of Pentacles for Gemini. What is the Five of Pentacles for Gemini? Gemini, you have strength. You're being asked to be strong through this. It's Leo energy. You're being asked to be very strong. The Empress. Show me the Empress for Gemini, please. Show me the Empress for Gemini. You have the High Priestess, and the High Priestess knows Piscean energy. A lot of major arcana here, Gemini. There's something you found out. There's something you found out. The seven, or something, I should say there is something you will find out. And the Seven of Cups. Show me the Seven of Cups for Gemini, please. Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups for Gemini. You have the Ace of Cups coming in sideways. Yeah, remember when I said this might be some sort of an illusion? You might be finding out that there's a situation in your life that you counted on as being an ace, and it's sideways. Now, let me just continue, and then I'll give you a little bit of input. Show me the Four of Pentacles for Gemini. The Four of Pentacles for Gemini. Four of Pentacles for Gemini. You have the Two of Cups reversed and Judgment. Whoa, Gemini, heavy, heavy week here. So it looks to me like it's some sort of relationship that's in your life. It also looks to me like you're making a judgment call. You're loosening your grip on something that you once held very dear, very close. You might be leaving a home. You might be leaving a situation that felt like home to you. There's something you might find out that sort of throws you off kilter here, Gemini. It looks pretty important to you. Here at the bottom of this deck, you have backstroke through your river of gold. So it looks like in the future, you do not only get over this, but you do really well. And you do have luck is on your side. So your future, after this smoke clears here, looks good. You do have here at the bottom of the deck the Two of Wands. No more planning. You may have been planning with this person. You have the Magician here, and the Magician turns one thing into another. Has the ability to morph things one into another. You have the King of Wands, and here's the Leo symbol. Again, you might be dealing with a Leo or someone who has Leo highly aspected in their chart. This person is upright in your future. You look like you're going through something here, Gemini. You have the Page of Cups in reverse. There's some sort of message that you were hoping to get that you don't. You have the Nine of Swords in reverse. You do snap out of this. The Six of Wands. You may not be victorious in the way that you think in the future. Leaving this situation might make you feel differently in the future. I'm pretty sure that we had a reading. It may have been last week or last month or something like that, where I told you that you're going to change your mind, and the way you feel right now is going to be different from the way you feel in the future. But you are moving forward. You have the Six of Swords here. You're moving forward. You have the Three of Pentacles here. You're absolutely you're going on to do things with other people and other places. You have passion inside you here, but it's weird. It's like you have this passion, but the Chariot is in reverse. I feel like you're going to turn around. You're going to hate me for this, aren't you? I feel like whatever's going on here, Gemini, you're going to turn. Your Chariot's going to turn around and head back the other way. You're going to slip out of Hermit mode, and you're going right back into the King of Cups mode. You might be dealing with a fellow air sign here too. But I have to tell you, regardless of how nasty someone might be towards you, you do end up in the Sun, and that is more Leo energy. You have the Death card in reverse. The Death card in reverse is not closing out a cycle. You have the Ten of Swords. This is a very painful situation for either you, them, or both of you. You have the High Priestess again. You finding something out. You may not be happy about this. I don't know what it is. It's just driving me crazy because it's unclear. I guess maybe because it's so unclear, it's probably going to be very different for all of you. But there's something that you find out that you're not happy about. There is something that you need to step back from. I think that you're going to take a time out, a break here. With this House key in reverse, I think you're going to take a break from something for a while. I think you might believe it's the end, but it's not. Sorry, don't hate me. I love you, Gemini. I'll see you next time, and stay tuned for what's next after this. Oh, it's March, so listen to your March reading. Big hugs, Gemini. Namaste. Hello, Cancer. Welcome to your quickie reading. This is going to cover February 23rd through the 29th. microscope on a short period of time. All this energy will pass very quickly. For a broader scope, please refer to your monthly or your yearly reading. Okay, so now that you're back here, I noticed that I just started using this deck, and one of the cards was the card that obviously shouldn't be here when I was shuffling. So I wanted to do this in front of you. I'm going to take that, put it aside, and do another card. I just didn't want to be sneaky and do anything that made you feel whatever. Okay, here you have the Four of Wands. Perfect. Okay, now that changes that. Let's look at your reading. You do have requited love. That's beautiful. We're all used to seeing unrequited love. This is love. I mean, you've had a great few readings here, Cancer. You also have the butterfly, you know, metamorphosis. Definitely something has changed from a caterpillar into a butterfly in your life. You have the Wheel of Fortune upright. It represents change, and you have the Lovers upright. Gemini energy represents beautiful relationship here. You have the Hangman in reverse. No more contemplation for you. No more sacrifice. You're here. But the weird thing is that towards the end of this week, you have the Four of Wands in reverse, which we're going to clarify everything, but it is sort of the opposite of all this beautiful energy. So let's see. You have the Wheel of Fortune, and you have the Page of Wands. So you feel passion for this new beginning, or I don't know if it's a new beginning or if it's just something that has blossomed into this beautiful thing. You have the Lovers. You have the Lovers. You have the Lovers. And the Lovers, you have the Page of Swords, which is messages going back and forth. And you have Temperance in reverse, Sagittarian energy. The Temperance in reverse could be you trying to accomplish something here, some stabilization within the relationship, maybe take it to a higher level even, but you're finding it difficult for some reason, and I don't know why. It's just such nice energy. You have the Hanged Man in reverse, and the Hanged Man is Piscean energy. So the Hanged Man, you have Judgment in reverse. There's something towards the end of this time that you're starting to feel like you lack judgment in here, Cancer. And, you know, this might sound pretty ominous, but it just could be anything. It could be something that comes into the relationship that you have to work through, because you have the Four of Wands here in reverse, which is odd. Strength, Leo energy is on the table. So there is, you know, your person might have Leo highly aspected in their chart, or it could just be a time for you to show your strength here. If you really love this person and this relationship, it might be time for you to really show your strength. There's something that's going to happen here, but I can't imagine that it's huge. I think that it's a bump in the road, and I think that you're going to have to work through something with this person to keep it at the level, the beautiful level it's at, or even level up. You do have at the bottom of the deck Seven of Swords, so it might be some sort of thing that you uncover that you perceive to be a lie. You have the Ten of Cups. This leads you to the Ten of Cups in reverse, which makes you feel very upset. You thought it was one thing. You thought that the two of you were on a certain level. It might be a misunderstanding here. You have the Four of Pentacles, so you're not going anywhere. You're holding on to this situation. And you have the Two of Cups, which is beautiful, perfect union. It looks like a misunderstanding to me. You have the Five of Pentacles in reverse, so whatever it is you were feeling does go away. And the Five of Wands, the fighting stops. You have the Ace of Swords, messages, communication start coming in. You are going to get past this. This is just a bump in the road. You have a pink bow, and it says, you know, express more kindness for the people around you. You might have to have a more understanding attitude here, Cancer. Let's see, at the bottom of this deck you have living, loving in the fifth dimension. And I could see, you know, when I said you're leveling up, I really do think that you are leveling up. And I think sometimes couples that level up together have growing pains, and this might just be growing pains. You do have the Seven of Swords in reverse here. So whatever lie you thought you uncovered may not be as big as you think it is here. And you have the Devil in reverse. Whatever you thought was toxic may not be so toxic. You have the Four of Pentacles here, holding on tightly again. You have the Five of Pentacles, and you know what? The Five of Pentacles, you might go through a period of time where you feel very isolated and alone, but we saw it going into reverse. Things will start to speed up. You have Virgo energy here on the table. Once you go inside and you get contemplative about this situation, you get your Ten of Cups back again here, Cancer. I consider this whole thing to be a bump in the road and nothing more. Let's split the deck for you. For Cancer, please. It says, take care or there will be a loss of material wealth. When I say that, I think what you need, I don't think this is material wealth. I think that there's going to be some sort of loss unless you get back on track. And I really see you doing it. I'm going to split this deck too. I didn't do this for anybody else, but I'm going to do it for you. For Cancer, please. Here we go. Marriage. This too shall pass, Cancer. Whatever's going on, please tread lightly, because I don't think it's what you think it is. Big hugs. Namaste. Yeah, welcome to your quickie reading. This is a short window of time, February 23rd through the 29th. So when I say week, that's what I'm referring to. And just remember, as ominous as much this may sound, it's a microscope on a very short period of time, and it's going to pass very quickly. So to start off your reading here, you did pull the paper tiger along with the cactus card, and somebody may be getting on your nerves this week, Leo. There might be a little, you might be feeling a little prickly. This person may come off very strongly, but in actuality, they're really not, they're not as strong as they seem. I don't know if that makes sense to you. They may come off very brash, they may come off very nasty, but in actuality, they're probably a bundle of mess inside. If that makes sense, I hope it does. So this person might get on your nerves this week. You do have the Nine of Wands here, and you are coming off a little bit soft towards this person. You may be a little unclear with this Ace of Wands in reverse as to what this person's problem is. You're not protective of yourself with this person, so I think you realize that they're not all they seem. And when I say that, they're not as hardcore, as nasty, or as vocally strong as they seem. Your guard is down here. I think you know who you're dealing with. And I'm not saying anything bad about this person per se. I think this person is like a lot of people. Like, some people can be very brash on the outside and come off very nasty. And sometimes if we could see inside these people, we would see a person who has been hurt, a person who was deeply insecure. It's not true of everybody, but I think it's true of this person. And I think you realize that because your defenses are down here. And you are unclear as to why they're acting a certain way. You do have the King of Wands coming in sideways. Now, when a card comes in sideways, and this is a fire sign at his best, or her best, when it comes in sideways, you do have a choice here, whether to step into this power or not. And if you make the right choice here, Leo, you will have a great end of week because you have the Nine of Cups, which is good outcomes, right? It's good. It's positive outcomes to whatever it is that's problematic here on the table. So, Let's see. Let's clarify some of these cards before we go to the bottom of the deck in any of these situations. You do have the Nine of Wands, which, you know, your guard is down. And, yeah, you're grounded this week, Leo. Whoever it is that you're dealing with is not grounded. They're not a grounded energy. They seem very energetically off. And yes, you may be annoyed, but you're not. Your defenses aren't up. You're not like ready for battle. You're grounding this person. You have the Ace of Swords in reverse, and this is more so. Remember when I said the Ace of Swords in reverse, so things aren't clear to you, right? And here we have the Moon, which is making things even more unclear. You're not understanding why this person's acting out the way they are, but you're being extremely patient, and I commend you for that. It's not easy for a fire sign to display patience like that for someone or something. You have the King of Wands sideways, and here you have the Seven of Swords in reverse, though. So you have a choice to make here. Do you put on a mask and lie to this person, or do you come out with the truth? And I think that's where, and I think for each of you it's going to be different. Do you put on a mask and be strategic? Sometimes we have to lie to save someone's feelings. Sometimes we have to lie to get past a situation. Now, when I say lie, it means manipulate the truth a little bit for this week. Or do you come out with the truth? Only you're going to know what you can do with this person to get this pleasant outcome. And, you know, I'm not a big fan of lying, but I am a big fan of preserving the peace whenever possible if it's going to salvage a relationship. Sometimes it's not necessary to get in someone's face and say X, Y, and Z. Say you're being unreasonable, you're acting crazy. Sometimes it's better to soothe someone's wounds rather than poke at them, if that makes sense. So you may be asked to step away from your nature to do that this week and to have this pleasant outcome. You have the Nine of Cups here, and we talked about how great the Nine of Cups is for an outcome. And yep, see, you have the King of Swords in reverse. Now, the King of Swords in reverse can mean many things in many readings, but in this reading, I really believe it's you not saying certain things, not being... The King of Swords is very black and white, very truthful, very upfront, and, you know, maybe you are being asked not to be that way this week to get past this problem with this person. The King of Swords could also represent an Aquarian who is not exactly feeling themselves, if you get my drift. Not exactly nice. So some of you might be dealing with an Aquarian who is out of sorts this week. At the bottom of the deck, you have the potential with the Ten of Cups in reverse for it to go quite the other way. So I think most of the Leos I know are pretty smart, and they are into self-preservation. And so in this particular situation, Leo, I think you need self-preservation. You have the Ten of Cups in reverse as a possibility here, and you also have the Page of Wands, which is, you know, it's a lot less potent than the King of Wands, right? It's softer. It's a little gentler. It's not as strong, you know, so maybe that you're being called to do that. The Seven of Wands, this person that you're dealing with is not exactly a Zen person. This person may be, like I said, I keep saying out of sorts. There is someone in your energy that's out of sorts, period, end of story. This person, or you might be releasing a certain type of, you know, the Four of Pentacles is when you have a tight hold on something, right? In this picture, she has a tight hold on something, and that's indicative of the Four of Pentacles. This is in reverse. Maybe it's time for you to release that hold a little bit, and that hold could be the hold that you have on being a certain way, being very King of Swords-ish. I'm a very King of Swords person myself. When I'm dealing with people who are extremely emotional, or people who are, you know, not balanced correctly, maybe have some problems mentally. I have learned very, very slowly that, I wish I would have learned a lot sooner that, you kill more flies with honey, right? And here you have the Queen of Wands in reverse. So this is further telling you to kind of hold back your true nature just for this week. You do have the Death in reverse. So this has the potential to turn around, and this situation has the potential to die, and you don't want that. At least that's what I'm getting off these cards. You really don't want that. So you absolutely avoid some sort of rebirth here. And when I say that, the death part of the rebirth, you avoid something dying off, right? You do have the Five of Swords here. Mentally, you might be exhausted from this person. This person might be an exhausting human being to be around. It might be someone that you are involved with. And you do have a lot of messages going back and forth. So this person may be, messaging you. I have someone in my life that does that, and it drives me crazy. And you have the King of Pentacles, and you're looking for your stability again. You aren't getting the rest you need. And you do have the Hierophant here, and that's Taurian energy, but more than that, it is, this might be someone who all right, so this is either a family member who is very set in their ways, and deep down inside there is no changing them. And so you kind of exhale and say, okay, let me just get through this week. They're obviously off. Or it's someone that you plan on marrying, or someone that you are married to. The Hierophant can definitely represent a marriage. Here at the bottom of the deck, over here, you do have the wall of the Hall of Mirrors. And I think Spirit is asking you to look at yourself. Now, this is what you don't see. The Spirit might be asking you to look at yourself here and how you handle certain situations. You have to figure out whether this situation is worth salvaging. And, it's very, very popular to say, just get rid of them. Whether it's your mother, your father, your child, your significant other, just get rid of them, get another one. And, sometimes you have to do that. But I think that people are too quick to say that sometimes. Sometimes you have bad times with people that you get through. You do get through them. And you do have a house key here. So this is what you may not see coming. So, yeah, you could be moving in with someone in the future. You could be buying a house with someone in the future. There is a house key, specifically a house key here on the table. Over here, you do have the Six of Swords, which is forward movement. And as you can see in this deck, there's a family that is packing their bags and moving forward. Yeah, sure. In this deck, in the background, there is a bomb going off. And we don't want to get too conspiracy theory minded here. But yeah, so this is basically a card that represents going from a turbulent, bad place to a better place. Okay. This card fell. This was right side up. So you have the Six of Swords going forward. You have Leo here, the Strength card, you stepping into your power, and you do have the Page of Cups, which is, you may have someone that actually texts you, hey baby, or hey babe. So basically, when all the smoke clears here, Leo, everything will be okay. But as you can see, the bomb is going off and you're going to a better place. Very cute. Let me just cut the deck here for you. For Leo, I'm going to cut this deck for Leo, please, for February 23rd through the 29th. You have marriage. This might be someone who you want to marry. This might be someone who wants to marry you. This might be someone who, honestly, you might marry. So I stand by everything that I said. You might be having an off week with this person, and that's okay. This really has me laughing. Okay. But you might be feeling a little prickly. You might be feeling a little annoyed. Remember, this person is probably a paper tiger, and they don't mean half the crap that comes out of their mouth. In plain, that's as bad as plain as I can make it. Big hugs, Leo. You go, boy. You go, girl. I'll talk to you later. Namaste. Virgo, welcome to your quickie reading. This is going to cover February 23rd through the 29th. And when I say week, that's the span of time I'm discussing. We have a microscope on a very short period of time, so as ominous as a lot of this may sound, it will pass very quickly. For a broader scope, please refer to one of your other readings, monthly or yearly. With all that said, let's get started. You do have the card here, Oh, to be sovereign. There is somebody in your life here, Virgo, that thinks a lot, pretty highly of you. You have the pencil, which is, basically a warning that everybody makes mistakes. Even you, Virgo. Even you. Virgos, obviously, it's very quintessential for them to be perfectionists. And sometimes they ask too much of themselves. Sometimes they ask too much of the people around them, right? So, yes, you are sovereign in someone's eyes. But it's okay to make mistakes. You're also human. Your strength might be a little zapped this week, at least at the start of this week. You have the Nine of Cups coming in sideways, so you do have an outcome to some situation that might be beneficial. And when cards come in sideways, especially here in the weekly readings, I know it's a choice, and so it could go either way depending on what your reaction is to whatever it is that's going on. You do have the Nine of Wands, so you are ready for battle here. There is, this might be obviously about two different people or two different situations. You do have someone in your life that loves you, someone in your life that thinks highly of you. You have the perfectionism card, which is perfect for you. But there is something sapping your strength this week, and I'm not really sure if it's the same person or if it's a different situation. You seem to be defensive and on your guard, waiting for the other shoe to drop here. But I've got news for you. The Nine of Cups can easily turn into this Ten of Cups, beautiful energy, if you just... I think you need to lighten up a little bit here, Virgo. I think that there's something going on with someone, whether something stressful is going on at work and you have the ability to take it out on someone, or whether something is going on with this person and you have the tendency to expect perfection from yourself or others. You need to kind of calm that down a little bit. Show me the Strength card. By the way, that's Leo energy on the table. Show me the Strength card, please, for Virgo. Please, the Strength card for Virgo. Show me the Strength card for Virgo. You have the Seven of Pentacles. Waiting for something. Waiting for something. Waiting for something to grow. Maybe you're trying to push a harvest here. You're trying to push a situation. You're trying to push a situation. It's not doing you any favors to expect to have these expectations. You have an expectation towards somebody or something in your life that's unrealistic. I don't know what it is. It might even be yourself. The Nine of Cups, the Nine of Cups, the Nine of Cups. Show me this choice. With the Nine of Cups, you have the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles. You have a lot of nines in this reading. I always look at nines like it's relating to your sense of purpose, your higher purpose, what you're here for. There is something going on in your life this week that's going to test who you actually are in this world. Are you this defensive person that's ready for battle? Are you this perfectionist that expects certain things from themselves and others that might be a little unrealistic? Are you pushing for an outcome before it's time, before the harvest is ready? Or are you the sovereign that this person sees you as, that will pick the harvest when it's ready and will reap the rewards here? Let's see. The the bottom of the deck here, and I usually don't do the bottom of the deck right away, but I have to. It was facing me. You have the bottom of the deck here is the World. This is the potential here, closing out a cycle, going into a brand new cycle. You have the Fool, which is you staying put in this situation, and you have the Ten of Pentacles, which is abundance in all ways. So I would take that and run with it if I were you. Let's look at the Strength card and the Seven of Pentacles, please. Strength card and the Seven of Pentacles for Virgo. Strength card and the Seven of Pentacles for Virgo. You have the Five of Wands. Yeah, Spirit is telling you to, this is another defensive card, but it is in the reverse. So you do have a choice here. Are you going to be this defensive person, ready for battle, ready to point out flaws, ready to hyper-examine your own flaws and other people's flaws? Or are you going to put down that wand and just exhale and enjoy this? Show me the Nine of Pentacles. Show me the Nine of Pentacles. You have here the Page of Cups, right? The potential for love, the potential for a beautiful offer. I like this card a lot better, right? Then here we have the Nine of Wands, the Nine of Wands, the Nine of Wands. Show me the Nine of Wands. You have the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah. I would say that this is very ungrounded, and so is this. I'm not going to say what this rabbit is doing, but I will show you. Yeah. Don't be that rabbit this week. You're going to be very tempted to do that, but it's not grounded energy, and it won't get you where you want to be. You have the Ten of Cups. You have this Ten of Cups energy. Ten of Cups for Virgo, please. You have two cards and I'll take them. Yep, you have the Six of Wands here, which is victory. The Ten of Cups, which is love, happiness, right? And you have the Six of Swords, which is not moving forward, right? So there may be a part of you that is tempted to move forward past the situation, but you're not going to be as happy as you will if you stay. Not long term, all right? Not long term. This also might be the Spirit is saying you do have a choice. I do see two choices here on the table, especially with this sideways card. You could, Tarot's not going to tell you what you're going to do, right? Because you could do whatever the heck you want, right? But you do have two choices, and if you go with one choice, the outcome will be better, right? You do have the Tower in reverse at the bottom of the deck, so you are avoiding some sort of a Tower moment by making a specific choice here, Virgo. And you have Judgment, and if you can see, this Judgment is a rebirth of sorts, right? It's being called to a higher purpose. What did we say about the number 9? A higher purpose. Temperance, yeah, you could be a little, this is Sagittarian, Scorpio, this is Scorpion energy, Sagittarian energy here is on the table. You can alchemize this into a different situation if you want. And I think that the alchemy starts with you, but I do think you have a choice here, because you do have the Hanged Man in reverse as well. You could go introspective and balance this out, or you could have these cards in reverse and move forward away from this situation. But look, this is the Seven of Swords energy. He's going out alone by himself. It's very sneaky energy. It's not Virgo-like. Should be more of the Page of Pentacles, and definitely go towards the lighter of the two evils here. You do have the Eight of Swords in reverse, which is great energy. You no longer feeling trapped. And you do here at the bottom of the deck, you have the Carnation flower. And it says express more love through words and actions. Slow down and be more present. And I really was at this my tongue to say to be more patient, and so I think that needs to come out. I do think you need to be more patient. Show me something for Virgo, please. Basket. You have recognition, reward for merit. You will get rewarded for this, Virgo. You're rewarded for your patience, rewarded for your efforts. But I do think you need to put the work in, and I think you have to stop expecting pushing for certain outcomes, expecting certain outcomes. Let the harvest grow. Don't be so intent on watching it grow, okay? Big hugs. I will see you next time. Namaste. Welcome to your quickie reading for February 23rd through the 29th. When I say week, that is the span of time I'm talking about. This is a microscope on a short period of time, so don't get too wrapped up in the energies. They're going to pass very quickly. For a broader scope, please refer to your monthly or your yearly reading. All that said, let's get started. You have pulled two cards here. You have in this world, but not of it, and you have wanderlust is a must. You may be considering or fantasizing about going away, traveling. You may be planning that. You may be planning that, or you may be wanting to plan that. You have in this world, but not of it. You are in your day-to-day life, but you don't feel connected to your day-to-day life. You feel very disconnected, and it's not something people would notice. It's just something that goes on inside you here. You have the Ace of Swords. You are seeing things rather clearly, and maybe that's the problem. Maybe you weren't seeing things particularly clearly before. Maybe the more clear things get, the more disconnected you feel. Whoever's reading this is. You have the Four of Cups. You may be drowning yourself in your sorrows. At least in this deck, that's what it seems like. You may be feeling, with this clarity, with this detachment, you may be feeling out of sorts, isolated from people. You have the Five of Cups here. You aren't walking away from your life, but you're not taking new offers either, if that makes sense. You do have the red candle, and I do think you miss passion. You want passion in your life. It seems like you don't have a lot of passion here in your life, Libra. Let's look at this. Let's clarify it. Show me this Ace of Swords, please. Show me this Ace of Swords for Libra. Show me this Ace of Swords for Libra. You have the Seven of Wands. So yeah, with this clarity, you're not particularly going inward. Inward seems uncomfortable for you at the moment. You are clear, but you're not comfortable. Show me this Four of Cups. Show me this Four of Cups. This came in sideways. You have the Four of Wands, and the Four of Wands is happiness. You see happiness in sight. You see the possibilities here. You have all the potential to be happy, but there's something missing, at least this week, you know? Remember I said short window of time. Show me the Five of Cups. Show me this Five of Cups for Libra. Show me this Five of Cups for Libra. You have the Ten of Swords. Damn. All right, so you're not leaving, but you're not yourself this week, Libra. Whoever's reading this might not be everyone's reading. This seems very specific. This seems like someone is feeling out of sorts this week. It seems like someone's in pain this week. It seems like someone doesn't know, in this world and not of it. You're doing it. You're getting up. You're doing what you have to do. You're going to sleep. You're waking up. You're doing the same thing again, but you're not feeling that spark. You're missing that spark. Yeah, you might be irritable this week too. You might be very irritable. Show me the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Show me this Page of Pentacles in reverse. Disappointment, perhaps. You have the Page of Wands. I mean, you do have an opportunity here to meet someone, start something new. It's a very small opportunity. It's not like someone's going to get down on bended knee and say, you know, come away with me to my castle. It could just be, hey, do you want to grab a drink? Or it could be you grabbing a drink with someone and someone making eye contact with you. You seem to be not in the mood for that. I don't know why. You're just having an off week perhaps, but at the bottom of the deck you do have the devil. And the devil is toxic behavior, right? It's behavior that drives us. We all have it. We all have that toxic thing that drives us, that we try to heal. And for you, at least for this week, you have to figure out what that is. What is holding the strings here, Libra? There is something holding the strings here. It is Capricorn energy. And you do have the Nine of Swords here, and you could have Capricorn highly aspected in your chart. You also could have a Capricorn in your life that is causing this. This could be a parent, something from your past that's making you, that planted seeds here to make you feel a certain way. You could have a toxic habit of emotional ups and downs. You do have the opportunity to turn this around here. You have the Knight of Pentacles, a slow-moving knight, but things are going to start to speed up. And here you have your Ace of Swords again, which is your clarity. Things are becoming more and more clear to you. And I think as they become more and more clear to you, you might become more and more dissatisfied with things that are going on in your life. And that's an uncomfortable situation to be in, right? You have the Chariot, which is no forward movement, Cancer energy. But it's more than that. It is the inability to move forward. You do have the Six of Pentacles, which in the future somebody might help you. It could be a significant other. It could be a boss. It could be a family member. But it looks like somebody does lend their hand to help you. You have the Queen of Cups, which is you. You seem to be down on love here. You're going to be receiving some sort of help in this situation. There is someone in your life, and normally I'm not one to look at the suits and give the sexes and take them seriously for a gen pop reading, but I'm getting a strong feeling that it's a woman. It's a female figure in your life with a very sharp tongue that does not help things. There are things you don't know, but your fortune will change here, Libra, with the Wheel of Fortune. This, in other words, to wrap it all up in a bow, this too shall pass. You're going through a bad time, but I do strongly get that you need to go through this. This clarity with the double Ace of Swords is important. See, for you to actually see something. You have the White Rabbit here. Luck is on your side. And here at the bottom of this deck, you have Paper Tigers. Not all is as it seems. Things might be very scary on some level. It's scary to look inward and get a certain clarity that makes you dissatisfied with some aspect of your life. But I think the fear is going to help you grow. I really, really do. You do have at the bottom of the deck the Two of Wands in reverse, which is you might have been planning things in one direction of your life. You might have had a plan. The plan is going to be interrupted in lieu of another plan. You have the Chariot in reverse again. You are not going to move forward until you straighten your mind out in this situation. Five of Swords, okay? It is very defensive energy, okay? It's very defensive energy. You're not, you're just tired of playing games with some part of your life. You have the Six of Pentacles here, which is really a good card for money, if that makes you feel better. And you do have the Nine of Swords here in reverse. So in your future, you are going to straighten this out, okay? You are. I'm going to split this deck here. I'll just grab this one for Libra. For Libra, please. You have a short journey ahead of you. You know, the truth is, I do think it's a short journey, but I don't think it's an actual journey. I think that what you're looking at is a journey inward. This is a short period of time. I think you're going to take this time and really evaluate where you are, why you can't move forward on this path anymore, and just have a new plan. Grab a new map. take a different road. You're not going to be able to go forward on the road you're on right now. I hope this helped. I will see you next time. Big hugs, Libra. Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to your quickie reading. This is going to be February 23rd through the 29th. So when I say week, that's what I'm referring to. Microscope on a short period of time, Scorpio. So as strong as some of these energies may seem to you, they're going to pass quickly. For a broader scope, please refer to your monthly or your yearly readings. With all that said, let's get started. You do have the process of illumination card along with binoculars, which illumination, binoculars, there's something that you might be being asked to look at something a little bit more closely, or you might be in the process of actually doing that. You do have the Seven of Swords coming in sideways, and there might be someone in your life, a significant other or someone at work or somebody in your family who maybe isn't exactly trustworthy. When you find out something that they have said or something that they have held back from you, you're going to feel very Five of Pentacle-ish, right? You're going to feel wounded, abandoned, left out in the cold of something. You may lose passion for this person. And, yes, passion as far as romance, but it could be, we feel passion for our friends too. And we feel passion at work if we love our jobs. But if we find out something that's going on behind our backs, we kind of lose the passion and the spark for that person, place, or thing. And it looks like that's what's going on. And you're being asked to look a little bit more closely here. You do have the Five of Cups here, and you really, Scorpio, you're just not messing around this week. You really don't want, you just don't want any more. You don't really want to be involved in this anymore for some reason. Let's clarify some of this. Show me what the Seven of Swords is here. Why is the Seven of Swords here, Spirit, please? You have the Nine of Cups in reverse. You have the King of Cups coming in sideways. This very well, for some of you, might be a romantic situation where you find out something that's been going on. And for those of you who have a work situation, the Nine of Cups also works. The Nine of Cups is a negative outcome to something. The King of Cups is something that you once loved. Something that you might love now, but that you're quickly losing feeling for. You have the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles for Scorpio. Temperance. So, in an effort to be more balanced, in an effort to make lemonade out of the lemons you were dealt, you might be pulling back your energy from this situation, Scorpio. You have the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands. Yeah, look, it's you saying pretty much bye-bye, bitch, right? Yeah. You're either leaving and you're actually leaving a job or a person or a situation, or you are definitely making plans to do that or wanting to do that this week. You really just want to get the hell out of there. You want to get out of Dodge. Five of Cups. Show me this Five of Cups. The Magician. You're going to make this happen. You're going to make a choice to make this happen. Now, yeah, the Lovers is Gemini energy. The Magician could be Gemini or Aquarian energy, but more than that, the Lovers is a choice that we make, and it's upright. And the Magician, coming in with the Magician, you're going to make choices this week. You're going to make choices about your job or your relationship or whatever the heck is doing this to you. And you're going to put the binoculars on, and you're going to illuminate things to yourself. You're very, very introspective this week, and you get a lot done as far as energy work to make decisions. Just making the decision is the hardest part of any task. Because let's face it, with the Ace of Swords in reverse, things are not clear to you at the moment. You are healing from something, or You will be in the future. There is something that's going on here, Scorpio. It's either you got backstabbed at work, your lover did something to you, but you are going to be moving forward here with the Chariot, away from all this crap, away from this partnership, and you might find this very difficult to do, but you're going to do it. You're going to, you no longer want to be present to watch this grow. You don't want a rebirth, and you are going to bring in the Tower. It's pretty much all she wrote. There is the Hierophant in reverse, Taurian energy, but aside from that, this could be a marriage coming apart. This could be a relationship that you considered serious coming apart. This could also be a job that you've had a very long time coming apart. You have the Ace of Swords here, which, again, you had the Ace of Swords in reverse over here. Different deck. There are things that are very unclear to you at the moment. You have the Five of Wands in reverse, so you're tired of playing the games here. You are going to bring temperance in. You are going to figure out what the heck to do with this situation, and you're going to alchemize a new situation for yourself. No more being depressed. No more hanging on to things, and you are going to have this rebirth. You are going to have a rebirth here in this situation. You do have the iridescent opulence. That this is what you don't see coming. You go from the process of illumination. You illuminate something, and you are basking in the opulence here. You have a lot to be happy for, but I understand this week might not feel that way. Show me Scorpio, please. You have the Rose, which is romance is in the air. The Rose, I always look at the Rose like it is hope too. You have hope in your future here, Scorpio, whatever the situation is. I hope this helped, and I will see you next time. Big hugs. Namaste. Hello Sagittarius, welcome to your quickie reading. This is going to cover February 23rd through the 29th. Short window of time. The energy on this table is going to pass very quickly. For a broader scope, please check your monthly reading or your yearly reading. All that said, let's get started. You have check yourself before you tech yourself. Usually when this card comes out, it is Spirit trying to tell you to watch what you text, watch what you email, watch what you say over the phone. You do have the picture frame, and you know this. To be honest with you, this could be scrapbooking. It could be It says capture more memories and photos. Develop photo books to capture and share your life with others. To me, that sounds like scrapbooking. But at the bottom, it does say you are brave. You are resilient, and you are worthy of everything a good life has to offer. I do believe both of those things are probably true. Maybe you needed a reminder of that. A lot of heavy energy here on the table, though. You have the Death card, which is ending a cycle, ending a pretty tough cycle. You do have the Strength card, Leo energy. So that's Scorpio energy, and Leo energy is on the table. The Leo energy is strength. You're stepping into your strength. You're stepping into a stronger stance after this death. The Knight of Pentacles is a pretty slow-moving knight. There might be something that you have been waiting a very long time for and continue to wait for. You do have the Two of Swords here, the end of indecision, the end of not doing anything, the end of crossroad energy. Okay, so let's clarify some of this, and then we'll move on to the bottom of the deck. Show me this Death card for Sagittarius. You have the Death card, and you also have, interesting, you have the Six of Swords in reverse. You're finding it difficult to move on from a certain place, even though the cycle has ended. I'm going to pull another card for that. Show me what this means, Spirit. Show me what this means. Too many cards. Show me what the Death card and the Six of Swords reverse means, please. Clarify that. You have the King of Cups. This might be a love situation, to be honest with you, for some of you. It might be a love situation, or it might be a situation at work that you... I usually don't pull more than one card for clarifying, but I am going to pull more. Show me one more for this. You do have the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is Piscean energy. So you are more contemplative here. You know a cycle has ended. You know something's over. Whether it's a job, whether it's a way of life, whether it's a relationship. You know it's over. You're finding it difficult to move forward this week. You're in contemplative energy. You're definitely contemplating. You're in thought mode. Let's look at the Strength card. Show me the Strength card for Sagittarius, please. Show me the Strength card for Sagittarius. You have the High Priestess. So there are things you don't know here, and maybe that is what is causing you to stall as far as movement. You know something's over. You're not moving on from it for some reason, in some way. There are things you don't know. You're still feeling strong throughout this, though. You have Pisces on the table twice. Show me this Knight of Pentacles. Show me this Knight of Pentacles. Show me this Knight of Pentacles. You have two cards here. You have the Four of Wands. So your happiness is moving very slowly towards you here. An injustice was done to you. The slow-moving energy is your happily ever after. There is an injustice. There was an injustice, Libra energy, that was done to you. Show me this Two of Swords, please. Show me this Two of Swords. You have the Page of Pentacles. So you're whatever it is you're moving on from here, Sagittarius, it was not enough. I mean, aside from this injustice that was done to you, aside from that, it wasn't enough anyway. There was something about it that wasn't right for you, wasn't enough. You were worth more than that. It does say that in this card too. You were worth more. Check yourself before you email, text, or phone anybody. Watch your words this week. Give it thought before you say anything, okay? At the bottom of the deck, you have the Knight of Wands, which, yeah, further tells me that you're not moving forward. But when I say that, it's just this week. There is a microscope on a short period of time here. You do have the Hierophant, and it is in reverse. So what you might be moving on from a marriage, a relationship, or a job or a line of work that you have had for a very long time. You have the Four of Swords here. So even though you're and it is in reverse. So even though you're contemplative, you are not you're not asleep at the helm here. You're just being very thoughtful. You're not feeling very Empress-like, Aries energy. You're feeling as though it's difficult to birth what it is you're trying to birth. It is a difficult birthing period. You have the Three of Wands. You are waiting for something. There is something slowly making its way over to you, and you're waiting for it. You have the Queen of Pentacles, and you're looking at your long-term abundance, your long-term happiness. You have the Ten of Cups. Certainly that is definitely going to be part of the picture. The perfect relationship, a job that you love. You have the Ace of Swords. You have clarity here that is heading towards you. So do not, this period of time is necessary. I'm going to say that. And this was born from some sort of pain. Now, this pain could have been something that happened to you in your career, or something that happened to you in a relationship. So you have here the Five of Wands. You're being fairly defensive, and perhaps that is why Spirit is telling you to watch what you say. Being that you are in such a defensive mode here, there are things you don't know with the Moon, and you might say something that you'll regret. You might say too much. You might say the wrong thing. You have to sort of really check yourself before you tech yourself. And you have the Magician here. Excuse me, that you do have the Magician under here. It's interesting when I was looking at it this way, right? The Temperance is this card of Sagittarius. It is in reverse. You're being asked to step away from what you would normally do. What you would normally do this week won't serve you. You have to step into the role of the magician. I was looking at it like this, and I do think there's a reason for it. So you're stepping away from, or you should be stepping away from handling something the way you would normally handle it, and be the magician. Be the person who sort of manipulates things behind the scenes, if that makes sense. The bottom of this deck, you have there is no there. There is no there. There might be a situation that you're looking at and you're trying to see what, you might be trying to see what happened in a situation, and Spirit is telling you there's really nothing to see. You do have the shoe here, and when I see this shoe, well, it does say, watch your sharp tongue and speech. Further warning to really watch your words this week. Watch your emails, watch your texts. Really give it some thought before you say what you want to say. It's just self-preservation here, Sagittarius. It has nothing to do with changing. You're just tempering this week, okay? We're going to split the deck for Sagittarius. And it says, period of frustration, lessons to be learned. I would say so. This is definitely, remember when I said this period of time is necessary? I do think it is necessary. I think it's necessary to go through this to get to the place you want to go to. And the place you want to go to, there is a there. If that makes sense to you. You are heading in the right direction here, Sagittarius, but damn, you've been going through it lately. I'm really sorry. I think I'm going to split one more deck for you. Show me something for Sagittarius, please. Temporary problems. They are temporary here, Sagittarius. So, yeah, this too shall pass. I'll see you next time in your weekly or your monthly. Big hugs. Capricorn, welcome to your quickie reading. This is going to cover February 23rd through the 29th. The energy here on the table will pass quickly. It's a microscope, so for a broader lens, please refer to your monthly or your yearly reading. You do have this card. This card, when I pull this card, it is an active imagination. It might be you daydreaming about being somewhere else. It might be you daydreaming about another life, something other than what you've been given at least at the moment. You do have the Four of Pentacles, and you are holding on tightly to something that you believe is yours. With the Page of Pentacles in reverse, there might have been somebody in your life that is not living up to their responsibilities. With the Three of Pentacles in reverse, I would say that that's true as well. There is somebody in your life that was either supposed to help you or promised to do X, Y, and Z, or their responsibility was to do X, Y, and Z, and they are not coming through for you at the time. You may have stopped working on this connection, or you may want to stop working on this connection, whether this is a job or whether this is a relationship. You do have pencil here, and this is basically a reminder that it's okay to make mistakes. If you made mistakes in the past by trusting someone or by being in a certain situation that you keep thinking about, maybe you're thinking, wow, it was a big waste of time. Why did I do that to myself? Or I saw these red flags and I stayed anyway. And the pencil, there is an eraser here. The eraser is here to just, you can move on to another place here, Capricorn, and you will, for sure. Let's clarify some of these cards before we go to the bottom of the decks here. Show me what you are holding on to. You do have the Eight of Swords, and it is coming in sideways, and in this particular instance, you might be holding on to a little bit of that trapped energy that you had within this situation. If you're still in this situation, if you're nearing the end of it, I can see why that would be. If you have finished with this situation and this is no longer a part of your life, some of that energy still lingers here. And that's quite normal. It is quite normal. It's almost a form of post-traumatic stress disorder. You need a little bit of time to clear that energy away. Show me what these two, I want to pull something for these two cards. Yeah, I kind of figured. You have this Knight of Cups here. You see, he was at one time a very sweet, and when I say he, it could be a she too. This person was a sweet talker at one time. In reverse here, they're very manipulative. They're not living up to their responsibilities. They're not giving you the help that they had promised they would give you. And that totally makes sense here. Show me this Eight of Pentacles. You have the Eight of Pentacles with the King of Swords sideways. So yes, you could be dealing with an air sign. You could be dealing with a water sign here as well. But the King of Swords sideways is someone who is also can be very manipulative. It's very manipulative energy around you here, Capricorn. I can see why you want to just float away. So at the bottom of the deck here, you do have the Ace of Cups. So this is what's coming into your life. You are absolutely going to get past this. There's no doubt. You have death and rebirth. Death and rebirth. All right. A situation is certainly dying, but another situation is being reborn. You do have the Strength card in reverse. It's Leo energy. That is Scorpio energy, by the way. But this Leo energy in reverse is zapping your strength for sure. And I can see why that would be. There might be messages going back and forth between you and someone else. You are no longer giving this person your time, your feelings. This may put you in a melancholy mood, and that is to be expected. The Tower in reverse, I think you're avoiding a Tower moment with yourself. I think this situation, the Death card has already presented itself. It's over. You're trying to avoid you crumbling to the ground, and I do believe that your foundation has been shaken. Whatever happened here, it did affect your finances, but your fortune is changing here with the Wheel of Fortune. It is just taking more time than you would probably like. You have the Emperor in reverse, and this basically is an egotistical person, Aries energy, who again uses their position of power against you, manipulates. It sort of goes with everything else. You do have the Two of Cups. This person could have been your match at one time. You have the Two of Swords. You are no longer confused. You are no longer blind. You have the Six of Wands, which definitely is progress. You're going in a different direction now, and you will meet someone else here, Capricorn, but damn, it just seems to be a difficult week. You have the Carnation, and it says slow down, be more present. And definitely with the Carnation, when I see flowers here, I always hearken it to a new love. And I know many of you probably don't want to hear that right now, but I promise you, this is in your future. You're going to meet someone else, and the person is going to be worth your time. This person definitely wasn't worth anyone's time. Let's split for Capricorn. You have good fortune ahead of you here, Capricorn. So I wouldn't worry too much. You have what looks like a difficult period of time. You have the remnants of things that have happened, and you are getting through it beautifully. You are definitely heading in the right direction, and this dream of yours to be somewhere else, you're going to achieve it. I hope this helped. I will see you next time. Big hugs. Aquarius, welcome to your quickie reading. This is going to cover the 23rd through the 29th. Okay, microscope on a short period of time. Whatever sounds ominous will pass quickly. Okay, so let's get started. You have pulled, it says divine discombobulation. And as you can see, there's a lot going on in this card. And with this card, it does say, the waves have been chaotic lately. Allow yourself to recover peacefully. So you may have been experiencing some chaos of late, and Spirit is reminding you that you need to recover from that. It's time to calm down and recover. You do have the Seven of Wands here, which is some sort of victory. You might be up against something. You are or were fairly determined, and you have the upper hand in this situation. You have the Three of Wands, and you are patiently waiting for something. You know that it's yours, and you're waiting for it. You have the Queen of Swords here, coming in sideways along with the Two of Wands, and the Queen of Swords could very well be Aquarius. Being that she is sideways, she has the tendency to go either way. She could either be the blunt queen, or she can be a bitch. And you have the Two of Wands here, which is planning for the next phase. I do think one is going to be dependent on the other, if that makes sense to you. I think that you're going to need to, I'm not going to say you need to temper yourself, we'll clarify this, but you need to know that how you act will determine your next step. So show me the Seven of Wands. Show me the Seven of Wands. Clarify the Seven of Wands, please. There is a death taking place here. Scorpio energy. You have the upper hand in this, okay? There is a rebirth as well. You're recovering from something. There is a rebirth going on right now. You have the Three of Wands, which is you waiting for something, and this is the Eight of Wands, movement. Whatever it is you're waiting for, Aquarius, is moving very quickly towards you, so you're not waiting in vain. Show me this Queen of Wands. I'm going to pull the Queen of Wands here. Let me shuffle this real quick. I'm going to pull the Queen of Wands and the Two of Wands, and I'm going to clarify them together. Show me, Spirit, for Aquarius. Show me, Spirit, for Aquarius. You have the King of Swords. Interesting. The King of Swords is obviously the Queen of Swords counterpart. They're not. A lot of people say they're the only divorced couple in the deck. He is in reverse, so this is a manipulative energy around you here, Aquarius. And I can see why you're tilting, trying to figure out whether to match that manipulation or not. It could be another air sign for sure. Give me one more card for that, please, Spirit. One more card. You have the Six of Pentacles. So yeah, I mean, you're going to be receiving something, and I'm wondering if it's from this person. But please understand that whoever this is a very manipulative person, and they can be quite cruel with their mouth. Your next step is going to depend on what happens here. I really think you need to see what happens with this person and what they come through with if you're waiting on something. You might be getting help from a whole different source here, but there is help coming in, and there is something coming in here as well. So I'm wondering if it's actually the same thing. At the bottom of the deck we have the Devil. So we have Capricorn energy, but more than that, we have a toxic energy here. Definitely a toxic energy. And it's upright, and it's looking directly at us. And it's something that may look good on the outside, but it's really not for... It is really not for... you see how this person is... This devil is controlling someone with strings. That's also very manipulative energy. This is you. You should be using this energy to go inward and really think about and meditate on this situation. You have the Two of Pentacles here. You are trying to balance two things, and I believe you're doing it successfully. You have the Strength card, which is Leo, but more than that, it is strength. Plain and simple. You're going to be strong for this. You're going to be strong for this. You have the Five of Swords in reverse, so you're not going to be quite as defensive in the future. You have the Knight of Wands, which is a manipulative energy, and it comes with the Hierophant. This might be someone you're married to. This might be a breakup or a divorce. At the very least, it's the end of a relationship that you looked at as serious at one time. You have the Page of Swords, and in the future, there might be very little to no communication between the two of you. There is someone in your life that will refuse to move forward. They see you as their Queen of Cups, whether you're male or female. Here is the King of Cups, but if you notice, he is in reverse, more manipulative energy, emotionally manipulative. You have the Nine of Pentacles. You're fine by yourself here, Aquarius. With Piscean energy here, you are in a holding pattern of sorts, but it is not a bad holding pattern. You're not being held back, but you are holding yourself back. Maybe it is this rest and recuperation that you really obviously need, but it does move into this is and that. Beautiful. You step out of your cocoon and you step into Empress energy, and you give birth to something brand new. This could be a brand new life for yourself. This could be a brand new job for yourself if this was a job situation, or this just could be, especially with the Nine of Pentacles showing like that, it could be a new independent beginning for you. You do have at the bottom of this deck, it says, give this day our daily cake. Give us this day our daily cake. And over here it says candy bar. You may be tempted to overeat here or eat the wrong things, and that isn't a shot at the way you look, because I am not overweight at all. I'm actually quite thin, but I eat junk all the time, and I have to tell you, it's so bad for my system. It just, whether you gain weight or not, it's just so bad for you to overindulge in that a lot. And I am an Aquarius, and I'm taking it that way, because it does say here, do not, what does it say? It says, do not overindulge in certain areas of your life, spending, eating, substance abuse. But with the daily cake and the candy bar, I'm thinking that you might have a sweet tooth or something that you really need to keep in check. Here you have the Nine of Wands at the bottom of the Nine of Wands at the bottom of the deck, and you in the future will be a lot less defensive, isn't the right word. Paranoid isn't the right word. Ready for battle. You'll be a lot less. That energy will lessen. You're going to walk into the sun here, and I love this deck. You're walking into the sun with French fries. That sounds so much like me. Yeah. So you're walking into the sun, and here's your strength. Perfect. The sun and strength is Leo energy. You have a lot of Leo energy here on the table, and so you might have Leo highly aspected in your chart, or you might be tapping into the energy of Leo here, because damn, it's everywhere. Very good reading here for you, Aquarius. I'm really happy to see it myself. Big hugs. I will see you next time, and don't forget, if you haven't watched your birthday pick a card reading, do so now. Namaste. Pisces, welcome to your quickie reading. This will cover February 23rd through the 29th. Short window of time. All the energy on this table will pass very quickly. All that said, let's get started. We have here Divine Discombobulation. Aquarius got the same card. And this is basically when there's a lot of things going on at the same time. You do have the chair, and you're being asked to take breaks and maybe not handle everything yourself. You might be handling too much at once. You do have the Lovers here sideways. You might be so it is Gemini energy, and more than that, it's a choice. So you have a choice that you have to make, and depending on which way you go with this, you might end up in a beautiful 10 of Cups situation, which is lovely. But you also have this energy here of non-communication and non-clarity, and they're both sword energy here. And I'm wondering if that is what the discombobulation is all about. You have a lot going on. You have potential here for something really, really nice, and you also have the potential to be very bogged down and confused. So let's clarify this stuff and see. Show me the Lovers. Show me the Lovers. You have the 8 of Pentacles. And it did come in sideways, so it's a choice here. You have a choice whether to work on something or not here, Pisces. Maybe you're confused about it. Maybe you don't know if it's worth your time or not. But you do have great potential here with the 10 of Cups. Show me the 10 of Cups. Show me the 10 of Cups for Pisces. Show me the 10 of Cups. You have the 2 of Cups, see? And this is also sideways. So you have a connection here in your life that has a lot of potential. And it may be a confusing connection for you. You may not see things clearly enough to be secure in this situation. But I see beautiful potential here. You have the Page, and show me this non-clarity over here. Show me this non-clarity, non-messaging. Show me this energy for Pisces. Yeah, you're trying, like, the Empress is Aries energy for sure. But you notice how half of this reading is clearly beautiful. You have the Lovers, you have working on something, you have the 2 of Cups, the 10 of Cups, beautiful energy, and then you have doubt. Not messaging someone, not birthing something into existence, not feeling abundant. You absolutely, and there is discombobulation here. You don't know which way to go. Perhaps you feel like this could go either way too, and you're afraid to go one way or the other. Here at the bottom of the deck, it says pull back to pull forward, to propel forward. Like a bow and arrow, you pull back to propel forward. So it looks like with the chair here, I really think you need to take time to think about this. You need to really come up with your own decision on this, but you need to think of all aspects of this, because it's really lovely energy. I mean, if it were, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but this card is, and this card, they're basically telling you to relax and really think about this. The bottom of the deck, you have another beautiful card here, Pisces. You have the 4 of Wands. This is the happily ever after card, the 1111 card. You have a lot of potential here. You have the Sun in reverse. So, of course, you have this dual energy going on, right? The happiest card in the deck in reverse, and then the happily ever after card right side up. You have the 2 of Pentacles. You're juggling 2 different thought patterns, 2 different, should I do this? Should I not do this? This could be great. This could be bad. I trust this. I don't trust this, right? You have strength. You have Leo energy here on the table, but, you know, more than that, with that infinity symbol, there might be a pattern here of you not being secure enough in your own brain and not being insecure enough in your own. Yeah, you have the 5 of Swords. I mean, luckily this is in reverse, so this is you not being quite as defensive. You have the 7 of Swords in reverse, so whatever, you may not trust this situation, but there is nothing not to trust here. And here you have the Emperor in reverse. More Aries energy in reverse. Along with the Hierophant, Taurian energy. You are confused, Pisces. The 4 of Pentacles, loosening your grip on something. The Knight of Pentacles, something slowly making its way towards you. The Knight of Wands, is this person manipulative? The 5 of Wands, am I going to get into a situation where I'm going to be fighting with this person and unhappy? The 6 of Swords, are we ever not moving forward because of indecision? The Page of Swords, again, no messaging, no communication. The Two of Wands, no planning. The Queen of Cups, you have so much love to give. But finally the Moon turns around and something is illuminated to you. You have the Five of Cups here. Please try to look at this correctly. All right? You have the Ten of Swords in reverse. You can't go wrong in this situation, but I'm probably not supposed to tell you that. But the bottom of the deck is telling you to roll the dice, so I'm going to tell you that. I'm going to tell you to roll the dice here. All right, let's split the deck for Pisces. For Pisces, please. For Pisces. Great personal sorrow. This might have been born from great personal sorrow. You might have a trauma response here. And I do believe this mentions that on this card. It says a trauma response. Ask for assistance if needed. There might be someone in your past that hurt you so badly that you're looking at this situation and you're not trusting your own judgment anymore. And with this, it says in need of help, assistance, and guidance. You may want to talk to a therapist about your past trauma that infects your present day. This looks like a great situation, and I don't want you to lose it. If somebody has damaged you in the past, seek help. We've all been there. I've been in therapy before. Maybe you just need to talk it out and get it out so that wound can heal properly. At the bottom of this deck, you do have the Tower, and the Tower could be all in your head. You are worrying about a tower again, something that happened in your past that's bubbling up to the surface. It is time to move forward in this Chariot, though, Pisces, away from this. It is time to roll the dice. It says take a chance on a situation you've been wondering about. How perfect is that? Be aware of the synchronicities around you. The universe is speaking to you. It's not luck, it's manifestation. All right. I'm definitely, I don't know why I'm being called to pull another card, and I think I'm going to. I will pull a card from this deck. In fact, I'll split the deck here. For Pisces, please. Put a cherry on this Sunday for Pisces, please. The Harvest. It says, as the waves of the oceans are infinite, as the trees in the forest grow tall, let my work now bring me to harvest. I am ready to receive my all. Being that this card is not reversed, all right, if it were reversed, I would say the harvest is yours no matter what. It's just your harvest, and it belongs to you. This is something you have to seek, Pisces. The harvest can be yours, but you have to seek it out. You have to do the work that's necessary to acquire it. I hope this helped. Big hugs. I'm a Pisces stellium, so I see you. Namaste.